So here are some general steps that you can follow to trace a given curve in Cartesian form, okay, in x comma y form. Okay, a curve could be in polar coordinates, okay. It could also be in parameterized form. You could have x as a function of t, y as a function of t, or you could have a curve in Cartesian coordinates, something like this. So as of now we are analyzing a curve in Cartesian coordinates, okay. So if you are given this, what you could do is you analyze for these in the given order until you could find the actual shape of the curve, okay. So the order is, first you look at the symmetry, okay, then you look at the intersection with coordinate axes, then you find out region where curve does not exist, okay, then you look at the tangents at origin, then you look at asymptotes, and finally you look at the critical points, okay. At any of this point you may be able to get the curve fully around all the quadrants, okay. So it might happen that you are able to get the curve at this instant, so you just have to stop. You do not have to go over here as we have seen in the previous example, okay. So just see, if at this point you are able to draw the full curve in all the four quadrants, then your question is solved. You forget about this, okay. So let's look at some examples. Let's trace this strophoid, okay. So this is the equation that I have to consider, okay. As you can see, y has only even powers and x basically has odd power also, therefore it is symmetric about x-axis only, okay. So the first thing that I get is it is symmetric about x-axis, okay. Now let's find out the points of intersection with coordinate axes. At x is equal to 0, let's find out what is y. So this is 0, this is 0, so what I get is y square into a is equal to 0, so y is equal to 0, okay. Now let's see what happens when y is equal to 0. So at y is equal to 0, this thing is 0, so essentially what I get is x square into a plus x is equal to 0. So either x is equal to 0 or x is equal to minus a. So x is equal to 0 is covered over here. I have x is equal to minus a. These are the 2 points where my curve intersects coordinate axis, okay. So points of intersection with coordinate axes are these, okay. Now let's look at where this curve does not lie, the region where this curve does not lie. I can write this as y square upon x square equal to a plus x upon a minus x, right. So y square upon x square is equal to a plus x upon a minus x. This is a positive quantity. This is always going to be positive because it's a square, x upon y the whole square. So this cannot be ever negative, okay. So whenever you have x less than a, okay, or x less than minus a, okay, if you have a minus 2a over here, then this guy becomes negative, okay. So your x cannot be less than minus a and your x cannot be greater than a, okay. Whenever x is greater than a, this guy becomes negative. You have a minus 2a, so this becomes minus a and it becomes negative and this whole quantity becomes negative.